Okay, grade 1, so today we are doing another picture prompt where you're given a picture and you have to write your own story about it, okay? We have 2 pictures to choose from today. I thought it would be fun if we went through them together. This is the first picture. Now let's look at what we see in the picture. What do you think the setting is in this picture? Does it take place in the jungle? Does it take place in the North Pole? Does it take place in Abu Dhabi? What do you think? What about the characters? What would our characters be if you chose this picture? Looks like we have a little boy and a huge dog. What do you think happened? Did the dog somehow grow to be massive, or did the boy shrink? What do you think? Maybe both? So we have our characters, we have our setting. What is the problem in our story? What could our solution be? What about if you chose this photo? What do you think the problem would be? I see a problem right away. I don't think dogs are supposed to be that big. What do you think? So this is picture number 1. Make sure your stories have a beginning, middle, and an end, right? So in the beginning, you can introduce your characters. The middle, you tell us all about the problem and how they're trying to solve it. And then in the end, we have our solution. This is the other picture that you can choose from. What is happening in this picture? It looks like there's an invisible person reading a book. This woman is invisible. You can only see her clothes, but you can't see her arms, her legs, her head, none of that. Okay? So what is our setting here? Is it in the North Pole? Is it in the jungle? Is it in the forest? What do you think? Who would our character be? Who is this woman? And then our problem, how did she become invisible? Why is she invisible? What does she do with her invisibility? Is she a superhero? Did she accidentally become invisible? What happened? And our solution is, what does she do with her invisibility? If she's a superhero, what does she do with it? How does she solve problems? Or if she's invisible by accident, how does she get back to being, not invisible anymore? How would she do that? So you have to pick one of these pictures. You don't do both of them. Whichever one you like the best, either the invisible woman or the big dog. Once you've picked a picture, you write your story, okay? When we're writing our stories, we want to remember our printing rules, our finger spaces, our capitals, our periods, all of that. We want to remember having an exciting beginning. How are we going to start our story? How are we going to introduce our characters? How can we use adjectives or our describing words to explain what's happening, to make our story a little bit more exciting? Okay? You have to do this completely by yourself. You can't get any help when you're doing this. So I want to see what you do. When you're done, take a picture, post it on Class Dojo so that we can read it. And I hope you have fun. I picked some pretty fun pictures, so I hope you're pretty excited about them and you can find one of them that you think that you can write a really, really exciting story about.